heard about zombie apocalypse with some transmedia experiment. I'm going to follow that line. I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, how many of you have know the brand, kind of, watched a show or read a graphic novel or something? Well, it's about 1/3 of the audience, which is good. But specifically, why I'm talking about it, because originally it's a comic book that was turned into a TV show and then turned into a video games. And in all three cases, they did pretty well on the marketplace. The TV show is said to be the most watched cable TV drama this year, while the Walking Dead video game, the one I'll be talking about in much deeper, is won the Spike TV Award Game of the Year, and it was downloaded more than 8.5 million times, which is amazing for a video game. It's interesting because it's a different media than the cartoon and the TV, and in all cases, TV took some from the original material, video game took other features from the original material. But what's funny is that between the TV show and the series, there's almost no link. But there is a big one, though. As a TV show, it really inspired the game structurally, and this is what we're going to look at. Some novelties of the game is that it's shying away from traditional thing you expect in a video game. Usually it's about action. In this case, it's a lot about relation. It's a lot about characters. It's not just me, myself, and I trying to figure out what the game system is so I can beat the game. It's more about the drama that unfolds based on my decision. Usually games are boxes or download that you can pay $60 for next-gen consoles, and afterward there's some add-on and some extra feature available, but this one was episodic. Throughout 2,000 years, every 2 months, a different 2 to 3 hours episode was made available. Games usually ask player to have a lot of skills, technical skills on the gamepad. Well, this game is really accessible. I'm sure everybody here could play the game. It's really about making choice based on characters. Oh, it's up here. I have to. Okay. Oh, you're high. It's really about making choice based on menu, and there's very little speed and skills are required. Usually, a video game, mostly the big ones that are heavy on storytelling, are available on either mobile or on next-gen console. Even though most of them, this is annoying. I'll put that away. Even though every franchise will have its declination on various platforms. Oh, it's not working at all now? Okay, sorry. So even though every video game franchise will have its skew on every different platform, the flagship experience is mainly on next-gen console. This one, you play the same game, even on my old iPhone 3, then I played on my Xbox 360. It's accessible on any screen. Usually games last forever. This one, it's a 15-hour max experience. So when you look at this game that won the Video Game Award for Mini Magazine and in the greatest ceremony, well, basically, it's a TV show. The video game took the structure of a TV show and is presenting a new experience to a generation of gamer. They even have previously on and close the show with next time on. Really, they took the codes of TV show. So I wanted to share that because ungimmicky, which I'm not even sure it's a word, but I'm sure you understand, interactive TV really exists. It can reach critical mass, as we've seen with the downloads, but it's not coming from the television people. It's coming from the video game people. In the battle for screens, the TV codes, which a whole generation grew up with, are now being taken or even hacked by other media so they can be more accessible and provide better storytelling. And if this works in another media, well, maybe it still works in TV as well. So while we're trying different things, It's good to have a good understanding of what is already working and that we might not shy away from. On the other end, the game is extremely buggy. It's a feature that most games have, a feature or something that we observe in most games, while the TV show is flawless. You never see like a cameraman in the background, stuff like that. Well, in video game, it's the kind of stuff that are still okay, but that could be really annoying for a lot of people. It relies on computer graphic. We're not yet at the age of pre-rendered characters or characters that look so much human and alive and can play any kind of role. And this is my uncompleted sentence. The TV know-how that you guys are using and making great product with, well, may be tempted to shift away to some other industry if they can provide the same great experience and reach other audience. There's something as well with those kind of product. We talk about a lot about audience. TV is a 1 to N kind of relationship. One show, a big audience, many people. This is still a game where it's a 1-to-1 relation. What you're doing in your game is for you, and there's even though some key decisions you take throughout the games are compared to what the rest of the other players did, it's still your own experience, and nobody will interfere with what you're doing and how you live your experience. Noticeable as well, except from this comparison of your action to what other player did, there's nothing social about this. There's no like, oh, I just decided to save that character, let's tweet about it. No, there's nothing of that. And there's no second screen as well, because in a game, your player has the 2 hands on the controller, and it doesn't have much time to experiment with other screen. But more and more experiments are going this way. In this case, it's not.